Hello, hello, hello. This is Keva Mack of Keva Mack Massage and Wellness, and I just want to welcome you to our conversation. I come on at least, I try to come on at least once a week to talk to you about things that are happening in my life so that you can use the information or the wisdom or the insight that I'm picking up through my experiences to help you along your way. I also am bringing to you information about massage, about spa treatments, about herbs, and other techniques that have been used for hundreds and some even thousands of years that can help you with your wellness today. So, one of the things I want to talk to you today is about last week. If you have been checking out my streams online or my information that I post online, and I actually posted something about this on my personal page. I let you know that last week was not the best week for me. I had a very negative experience, and I'm classifying it as negative. In actuality, it's not negative. It's just something that happened that I happened to view at that time as negative. But it's something that needed to happen in order for me to grow past the point where I was. I don't want to get into too many specifics because that part is really not important. The part that is important for me to understand is that sometimes you have to cut ties with people. And I say that because as a very idealistic person, as a very positive person, when I was a young lady, a teenager, and in my early 20s, up until actually a couple of years ago, I really did not believe that it was beneficial to cut people out of your life. I did not believe that that was something that needed to be done. But that is because I dealt with people that were very much like me and who believed that as well. And we try very hard not to cut people out of our lives. But as I continue to live and experience life, I see that everybody doesn't share that sentiment. And when you encounter a person who is like that, it's a very good idea to cut them out of your life in order to salvage your own sanity, in order to salvage your own emotional state. It's not that they hate you. It's not that they dislike you. It's just they don't agree with the way you see the world. And if you continue to subject yourself to the way that they believe, you're not going to end. It's not going to end well for you. So when you find yourself in a situation and you see that the person that you're interacting with does not care about the same things that you care about, and if you communicate with them, they are still not attempting to work out or not even work out, just acknowledge who you are and acknowledge you as a person, I implore you to please seek out experiences that are no longer going to hurt you. This person, it really in actuality presents itself as an organization, but it's actually one person. This person is very focused on their career, and that's okay. But I believe as a business owner that people make up your business. And if you are not interacting with people in a meaningful way, you're really not building the business that you think that you're building. So it is important for me to build meaningful relationships with the people that I work on and that I service. And I don't believe that this person feels that way, and that's okay. I have decided that I don't need to interact with that person anymore and had been warned. Several of my colleagues, several of my friends had told me, you need to leave this person alone. And I did not because, like I told you, very optimistic and in some ways very idealistic. If you check me out on the Myers-Briggs scale, I am intuitive. I need my sister here to tell me what my my thing is, but I know that I am extroverted. I am intuitive. I am judging. not judgmental, but judging. And I can't remember the last one, but if my sister was on here, she's a Myers-Briggs specialist, so she would be able to explain to you. But if you look up Oprah Winfrey and Barack Obama, I have the same Myers-Briggs results as they have, but it's like intuitive, it's like sensing, it's like it's judgmental, judging. Well, look up Barack Obama and Oprah Winfrey, and I have the same Myers-Briggs profile that they have. But anyway, so sometimes you just have to cut ties. You have to cut folks off. And that is what I've done. That's been difficult for me. But one of the things that made it very easy, or more, it made it easier for me, was to do visualizations. I have taught visualizations. I have taken people through visualizations as a part of a therapeutic experience since 1999 when I started teaching yoga. So that's one of the things that I use to help me to get over this detaching from this organization or this person. And it has been very helpful. I am not a person. I'm a cheerleader. I believe you can do it. But if people don't want to talk to you, or they won't want to be ethical when you're concerned, and there's nothing you can do about it. But this helped me to release the ties that bind. And I will repost that on my professional page, because it's something that I posted on my personal page. But I know that a lot of people are having to do that. They're having to cut ties due to the political climate that we have with our current president. A lot of people are disenchanted with how he is moving forward. When that election occurred, some people supported him and other people didn't, and they were very vocal in their displeasure of the election of our current president. And so people were needing, in order to salvage their spirit, or in order to salvage their sanity and peace of mind in choosing who they chose, they had to cut ties. And so this meditation or this visualization can help you to do that. I also wanted to let you know that I got my hair tightened. My husband actually tightened my hair. A couple of weeks ago, I had to cut it because it was hurting my neck, and I was not happy with that. So he came back and tightened it. So I'm very happy with it. I think he did a really good job. But he's been tightening it now for years. And my daughter is now growing locks, and we are caring for that. She is not the type of young lady who's actually going to curl her hair or twist her hair, because she's natural. And we said, we're just going to have to lock it up, because you are not going to do anything, and we're not going to have you running around here looking like buckwheat. Buckwheat is fine for some people. They want to do that, but we want her to choose to wear her hair, as one of my Jamaican friends would say, in a tidy manner. So we're going to do that. But if she wants to do buckwheat, she can do that. She can do that on her own time. And I don't have a problem with that, but I'm not going to let her do that right now. So I wanted to tell you about that. Also wanted to wish a happy birthday to the October babies out there. My daughter celebrated a birthday on October 2nd, and one of my dear friends, Tish, celebrated a birthday on, if I'm not mistaken, October 3rd. So I wanted to say happy birthday to those two people. Also, I wanted to wish anybody who's celebrating a birthday this week a happy birthday, and just wanted to say happy birthday to you. Yes, happy birthday to you. Absolutely. So I wanted to do that. And I wanted to let you know about my massage practice, my mobile massage practice. Now, I only provide mobile massage practice to my current clients. So if you are a current client, which means that you have come to me and you've gotten massage from me at the summit, at my office in the summit, and you have paid, there are no late charges like a fee because if you no call, no show me, there's a $65 fee. I'm telling you right now, the $65 fee on your account. If you have late canceled within 24 hours, there's a $25 fee on your account. I'm telling you now. I won't be able to work on you until those fees are paid. That's just the way it is. I respect your time. I ask you to respect mine. I understand if there are some extenuating circumstances, please talk to me. We can work it out. We can talk about it. And then we can move forward from there. I do want you to understand that this is a business, but I'm a human being. I understand. Just come talk to me and we'll talk about it, work it all the way out. So if you are a current client and you have need for me to come to you, there are some clients who cannot make my schedule. I am in the office from 11 to 6 on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. And everybody is not able to, that schedule doesn't accommodate everyone. So if you're needing for me to work outside of those times, particularly on Wednesdays and Thursdays, I'm available. I also, every once in a while, will travel on Sundays to clients. If that is something that you're needing and you're a current client, just give me a call. You can also text me at 817-668-5832. I think that's it. 817-668-5382. And if it's not, go to my website because I don't call myself. So please forgive me if I forgot the number. But give me a call and I will book an appointment for you. If you are a first-time client, this service is not available to you. You need to book on the kevamack.com/book, or you can call and text me if you're a first-time client, but I will not come to your home. I won't do it. It's a safety issue for me. So book through the site. If it's your first time, and you come to my office at the Summit in Grand Prairie, and then after we have developed a relationship, you will discover that relationships are very important to me. And after we've developed a relationship, and you may not even like me when you meet me as a therapist, you might not want me at your house, and I understand that because I may not want to be at your house, but call me if you're interested in getting an appointment for outcall. If you are a current client, if you're interested in creating a spa package, a party for your friends, especially going into the holiday season, if that's something you're interested in, if you're wanting me to come to your company's party and you're needing chair massage for that, that's a little different. But I can accommodate for that in most cases. So just give me a call. But I ain't coming to your house, and I ain't coming to your office at your house if I don't know you. But if it's a public company and you're out and you're trying to do something nice for your employees, then that's a little different. But just call me and we'll talk about it. So I wanted to let you know about that. And that's actually what happened today. I had a client that I have serviced at my office. He wanted me to come out to the War Room Fitness here in Grand Prairie and work on him. And that's what I did. And that's something that's available to all of you. But I really want to tell you about War Room Fitness. Okay, this is not 24-hour fitness, folks. If you're expecting to do a corporate kind of experience where, there's air conditioning and you've got yoga classes, you got Taibo. I don't do they even teach Taibo anymore? But Taibo classes and all, and that's an awesome setup. But the War Room is not that. That's not that. If you're wanting to build muscle, if you're wanting to push your limits, if you're wanting to sweat, if you're wanting to be motivated to move past your limits, that's where you need to go. The War Room Fitness is where you need to go. But if you're wanting group classes and when y'all clap together and y'all do step touch together, yeah, that ain't what's going on there. This fitness center is for warriors. They are training folks who are wanting to excel where their fitness is concerned. I know one of the owners, and I'm just a punk. I ain't ready. I plan to be ready one day, but that day is not today. So if you're interested in doing things, I have seen these videos where people are moving tractor tires, and they are pushing sleds with weights on them, like you would train for football, football training. Moving tires. Did I say that already? That's a biggie with me, because I'm like, these chicks is moving tires and that kind of thing. Then that's where you want to go. If you are prepping, I know I work at my office is in a senior citizen center. There are senior citizens that have told me that they are looking for trainers who will prepare them to do bodybuilding contests. They have a trainer at the War Room Fitness in Grand Prairie, who is a card carrying bodybuilding trainer. She is a competitor. You'll want to go over there. You don't want to go to 24-hour fitness to try to do that, because that's really a different type of fitness environment. That is general fitness. This is something very specific, and it's a different experience. So if you're interested in having a different experience where your fitness regime, your fitness is concerned, then you want to look into War Room. I have included a link on the post that I posted today about my experience at the War Room. So you want to check that out. Check out some of the videos, check out some of I think they do like a Savage Saturday. You want to check that out, and they're awesome. Just check them out. Right now, it's a little bit too much for me, but it's something that I'm grow into when I get big, when I grow up. All right, so that's what I wanted to say about that. Also, I posted a post, I think it was yesterday, it may have been yesterday, about vaginal steaming. Yes, I said it, vaginal steaming. And I know that the topic of the War Room plus vaginal steaming, I know people are like cutting it off, because those are two totally different kind of things. But I wanted to tell you about the vaginal steaming for several different reasons. And I wanted to mention one of the main herbs that I use when I do it. Vaginal steaming is a process that women have used for hundreds, if not thousands of years to address gynecological, and that's the word we know now because of modern science, but gynecological issues that they are suffering from. So painful cramps, painful menstrual periods, excessive bleeding, prolapsed uterus, tilted uterus, things like that have been addressed for thousands of years with vaginal steaming and another technique called vaginal smudging. That is a technique where herbs are actually smoldered. They're burned, and then they are put out, and the smoke is then allowed to be directed into the vaginal opening. And that is a whole nother topic, but it is one that is very healing. But the topic that I want to focus on this video is vaginal steaming. And that is the process of taking medicinal herbs, putting them in warm water, and then allowing the steam from those herbs to enter the vaginal opening. And what that does is it allows the medicinal qualities that are encapsulated in the steam to go into the vaginal opening and to impact or affect the uterus, the fallopian tubes, everything up in there. So it's a practice that I've been doing since 2014. I have not been doing it consistently, but I did attend a training program in Waco, Texas with Akosia. I can't remember Kosia's last name because I always call her Kosia. She is the director of Legacy Wellness in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but she is a Texan. She's originally from Texas, and she had a workshop in Waco, and I attended that workshop. It was fabulous, and I got qualified or certified as a vaginal steaming practitioner, but it's for personal use. I'm wanting, and I will in the future, get that qualification for professional assisting. So I'll be able to provide that therapy for women who are wanting it in Grand Prairie. And I think it's fabulous. When I first encountered it, I I had a lot of gynecological issues, but I use oral herbs. And one of the herbs that I use, oddly enough, and this is so funny, is yarrow. And this, y'all, this bottle looks pretty toe down, but it's because I've used it. And this is an oral tincture, one that you would take. Sometimes, honestly, I just open it up and drop it in my mouth, but you can put it in tea and you can put it in water. And I use that along with some other herbs to help shrink the fibroid tumors that I had. And some of them would just fall into the toilet. They would just shrink and fall in the toilet because it has, some people believe that the tumors are actually mucus. If you follow the work of Queen Afua, then you will see that she believes that the tumors, a lot of those are mucus. And she believes that there are herbs that can help to dissolve that mucus. And I am of that opinion as well. And I know that in my experience, this was a lifesaver. I had clotting, bad clots, y'all, bad clots. And it did not, I didn't experience the clotting until after I had my baby. I had my daughter, and not even 5 years later, I had these big old clots, and I was like, what the hell is this? But anyway, and I mean, bleeding profusely, which was really hard for me. And then it stopped. I would bleed. I'm almost nonstop. At one time, it was just during my menstrual cycle. And then after that, it was just, oh my God, y'all. It was just, oh, it was horrible. And I said, I just prayed and meditated. And then what came to me was I did some research. You always have to research. So I was researching the yarrow, and that's the one I can remember right now. I need to go back to my notes and take a look at it. But cinnamon, yarrow, and I can't remember what else I was taking. But I was able to shrink the tumors. I still had to have surgery. But they didn't take. I fully have my full my uterus, fallopian tubes. I have not had a hysterectomy, and I would have to say it is because of the research that I did based on the teachings of Queen Afua, and she help me save my uterus, help me save my reproductive system, because a lot of times when women are going through gynecological issues, the first thing the doctor wants to do is the first thing they want to do is cut out your reproductive system. And I believe that is not the best approach. I understand that some women are desperate. They're bleeding, they're cramping. They don't want to continue to this. They do this. They can't go to work. They can't make a living. They can't focus on what they're doing at any moment, feeling like, here comes the red tide. Here comes the, blood, just, it's just going to happen. They can't concentrate on what they're doing. And so, hysterectomy is a viable option for them. But I just did not want to give up my uterus. I did not want to have that type of surgery. So I did the research. I am so happy that my husband was so patient with me. My family was so patient with me because it got bad, y'all. And the doctor told me one doctor told me she wanted me to do a hysterectomy, and I said no. So I found another doctor who agreed not to do a hysterectomy. So we did the procedure, and then I had lost so much blood that they had to rush me to the not emergency room. They took me to the hospital. I had to have a transfusion. And then the doctor said, well, we got to get this tumor out. When she first did the examination of the tumor in her office, it was the size of a softball. And then when she did it again, after I had been taking this stuff like there was no tomorrow, which is yarrow, she found that it was the size of a baseball. So she initially told me that she was going to have to cut me open me up. But after I had done the therapeutic application of the yarrow, I had done some other things, and I'd have to look in my notes to see what all I did. She said that she would actually be able to take it out of the vaginal opening without actually having to cut me. So I thought that was a major accomplishment, a major victory. So that's what happened. And one thing that I wish that I had have known, and that was like in 2007, I wish that I had have known about at the time was vaginal steaming. I believe with taking the yarrow, the cinnamon, and other herbs that I was taking, plus vaginal steaming, I think that would have dissolved the tumor faster, because I believe that there was some stagnation going on in my reproductive system due to having the baby and not doing maintenance. That's one thing that I know that they don't teach as a common rule or a common practice for women after they have babies, is to do some type of maintenance to the uterus and to the reproductive system. And I feel like if I had been doing that, if I had been steaming, if I had been doing abdominal massage and increasing the circulation to that area, I think that I would not have the tumors would not have developed, and if they had, they would have dissolved more easily. With me taking this orally and doing this vaginally, this is yarrow leaf, and I always put mine in jars. I think that would have been a way to get rid of the tumors more effectively, and I never would have had to have surgery. Now, that is an assumption based on my experience. I don't know that is true, but based on my experience, I think that would have been what would have happened, but it didn't, and I'm okay with that. So, yeah. So that's what I wanted to one of the things I wanted to tell you about today. Also, wanted to let you know that I have updated my page at KevaMack.com. So if you go over there now, you'll see pretty flowers, and you'll see a picture of me and Queen Afua on the About Me page. I just love her so much. And you can see in the picture how excited I was to meet her. So just check that out. If you've had some experience where your menstrual cycle is concerned, where you've had cramping and you've had fibroid tumors, because I've actually done work with herbs and lifestyle changes where those actually just fell out of my body. I even had some to pass, and I had to go to the emergency room because the pain was so bad. And I was like, what is that? They were fibroid tumors. The doctor was even looking at them. He didn't know what they were either. But I've done a lot of work. And so this is something that I'm passionate about. And Queen Afua and her book, Sacred Woman, just kind of guided me through the whole process. And if you look at that picture, you'll see how excited I am to meet this woman. This woman supported me, and she didn't even know I was out there. And I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, she's amazing. But check her out. And there's also a link on that page under the picture. It describes the picture, and it says Queen Afua. Click on Queen Afua and you can find out more about her. But wanted to tell you about the vaginal cleansing and what I believe it would have added to my life. The fact that I'm adding that service as a part of my practice in the very near future. So be on the lookout for that. I do have openings available for massage, for Reiki, for counseling, for spa therapies, for tomorrow. I'm in the office from 11 to 6 tomorrow. And I also have openings on Saturday. I work on Saturday by appointment only, from about 1 to 6. So if those hours are pleasing to you, go ahead and go to KevaMack.com/book and book an appointment with me. And I will see you Friday, or I'll see you Saturday. I also wanted to let you know that, that I forgot. But so if you're needing some massage for pain management, because that is something that I specialize in, I offer the relaxation massage, but there is nothing. I was talking to my doctor about this a while back. There is nothing more gratifying for me to have a person who says, oh, my back hurts, oh, my neck hurts, and for me to work on them and for them to walk out of that office standing a little bit taller, relaxed a little bit more, and they can tell me my neck doesn't hurt anymore, my back doesn't hurt anymore, or my shoulders don't hurt anymore. So that I live for that. I love doing relaxation massage, but my jam, my absolute jam is massage for pain and dysfunction. A few days ago, I worked on a client who had breast cancer, and she had some swelling in her right arm, and she asked me to do some massage to reduce the swelling, and I was able to do that. She actually compared her right and left hands, and you could see the difference in her hands. Her right hand was normal size and her left hand was a little more puffy because I focused the work on her right hand. So many wonderful things massage therapy can be used to address pain and dysfunction. Her lymphatic system, due to the cancer, some of her lymph nodes were removed, and that caused that lymph to pool in her arm and it caused her arm to swell. And I was able to help that lymph to move out of her body and for the swelling to be reduced. So it's amazing. Massage, it's amazing what massage can do. So basically, that's all I wanted to tell you. I'm still working on finding someone to do that show for me for the women, because I told you about all the ladies that are around me who ain't got no husband, ain't got no man. And so I'm gonna talk. I'm looking at talking to my nephew Kevin. He's 21-year-old dude, and I think he has a lot to say in this department, way more than my husband does. So I'm going to try to get him on and talk about what's going on with all these single women and stuff. But anyway, that is all I have to tell you. I will see you next week, either Wednesday and Thursday. If you have any home remedies or herbal remedies or natural remedies that you are using to address your pain, even if it's a heating pad, even if it's castor oil pack, just list it down in the comments because I want to hear from you. Please be sure to go by KevaMack.com and check out the services and order, schedule a book, a massage, a spa service, a wellness service, some counseling. I will be at the Night Light Intuitive Fair. It's been rescheduled to October the 27th, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, I'm sorry. Go to my website. It's listed in the events section. I'll be there doing Reiki. I'll be doing some counseling, and I also will be doing massage therapy. So come on out. It's going to be at 6 and it'll last to 11 p.m. From what I've heard from the organizer, Kim, the focus is going to be ancestral. So if you want to dress like somebody from Wakanda, come on out. If you want to dress like somebody in your family, come on out. If you want to dress like an Egyptian or somebody from West Africa or ancient West Africa, if you want to dress up like somebody from Greece or Rome, go ahead and do that. I haven't decided what I'm going to wear, but yeah, I'm going to be in full effect. But anyway, I'll see you next week. I hope you're having a wonderful week. And this is Keva Mack of Keva Mack Massage and Wellness, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.